Alright, we're back at John's. I forgot stuff, so the camera's just sitting on top of the other hive. And I don't have my audio stuff, so, but it doesn't matter. These girls are ripping. Got here tons of bees coming in and out, and still are. So we'll give them a little bit of smoke. I don't want to crazy smoke them because yesterday's hives I didn't really have to smoke much at all. The outer cover's completely stuck to the outer cover. I didn't even move. So go ahead and pop that up so I can. They don't like that. I don't blame them. Maybe we'll set the frames there so. Get that out of the way. So. All right. So last time, first time obviously I brought them. Last time I put a super on, Phoenix Clear and super. I brought another super. Can't imagine I'll need it. But flow is definitely on, so who knows. Looking up here, it looks like the bait frames are really the only drawn out ones, and they're probably backfilling some of the others. Yeah, I haven't even drawn that one out yet. So let's look here. Yeah, put nectar in there. So those are the ones that were already partially drawn, so they're not dumb. They're going to do those first. This is one that was loaded up last time, and they are continuing to load it. One of the ones that was frozen from last year, and I just reused. Again, another one that they're drawing that out. That's in the middle, so that's good. Actually, slide checkerboard one of these other ones that's fairly empty into the middle, because that's obviously where they tend to start, middle, and go out. So same thing here. Yeah, looking good. So a little bit of bridge comb here and there. I'm not going to go any further. I am going to go ahead and let's see. There's already one there that's slide. This one that they just aren't messing with in the middle, and they'll try to get them to encourage them to pull that out. The next two one's a little light, but there's food on either side, so they'll not mess with them too much. Right. That one's a dead one, just staring at me. That was a lot one. All right. On into here again. As soon as I find larvae, we out. So I'll put mucking around with them. All I'm gonna do is upset them. Make sure Mama's not like right there on the top. Actually, let me go ahead and get some smoke on it before I pop that. Trying to be easy on the smoke. It's the time of year where you damn near don't have to pull in that damn trap. Shit. Can't see that. Oh, don't fall down, please. Over here. Gotta get a little table. Make sure Mom's not on there. That would suck. Gotta get a little table to bring with me just to set stuff on. I was watching David Vern's video the other day, and he has a little cart which he rolls out from his house. His hives are his house. I'm not all that. Don't need that much, but having a little fold-out table that I could just set stuff on top of the box, everything else, so I'm not bending over as much. Alright, so let's get, I don't know if this one's going to have a ton of, this one's probably all resources anyway, because let's just backfill that with honey. That was partially drawn out, so it might be worth a look on this one to see if they put any eggs in there. No. All honey and a queen cup or a mercy cell. Not charged, so no worries there. Famous last words. I wouldn't think these would swarm after a split, but you never know. It's not impossible. Stuck to the bottom. How about? Definitely making some burr comb. I'm stupid. queen cells, so and that looked new. Scrape some of this off, mostly just because it's going to cause me problems later. Look at it now. Just drone broods, it's not super necessary, but it just makes it hard to pull frames apart. I should have looked closer. I see larva. She might be on here. Well, I see larva, so I'm done. Realistically, I mean, I'll do a, let me look at here, make sure she's not here. There's larva around, bigger larva, but larva there, so. And that would have been capped if it's from the old hive. Go ahead and set that easy. I'll pull the next one just to be safe, but there's only a little bit of larva there, but again, let's leave the, what, 4th frame in, so now they're here at the true middle and more freaking bridge comb. Gotta be careful. Some weird black pollen. What the hell is that? I have to look that up. That's weird. Never seen. I mean, I'm here at John's. I'm going to see stuff I've never seen before because there's so much stuff around here, but I've never seen black pollen. Can't tell if there's back. I don't see anything there. Some drone brood cells I can see in the next one just because they're fatter towards the bottom. And still some capped, old capped. All right, let me pull one more. I said I wasn't going to, but pull one more. Just gotta be careful so that I don't smash mom if she's here. Yeah, there's some drone larvae. There's tons of other larvae, various ages. I think those are eggs, but it's so hard to see for me. Tons of other larvae over here. Yep, mama's here and laying somewhere. I don't care where, as long as she's in the hive. I'll make a quick look to see if I can find her. Also forgot my marking pen. I was going to bring just in case. But again, I don't care if I ever see the queen, to be honest. As long as I see larvae. Alright, so we're out. We'll scooch these back over. More careful than I might otherwise, just because squishy squish. I'm gonna do a little bit of, since there's no brood in that next one, I'm gonna do a little bit of checkerboard in there. Alright, let's look at the bottom. And gotta be careful here because she might be there, but let's look in the bottom. I'm gonna do a little box tilty here and see what I can see to make sure we don't have any queen cells. Here. A little burr comb that I like, but not the end of the world. Just one frame or two there. They're really burr comb the shit out of it for some reason. And it's in the middle, but alright. So, I mean, this whole bottom box is full of bees and really drawn out frames, so I'm going to stop there because, again, more harm than good, probable. Out of the way. Stop fanning the edge of the box. Go in. This is where it's a pain in the ass just to close that gap because inevitably a couple of them pop out. And you hear that infamous which is the sound of a crushing bee. Anyway, they're going. There's no reason to check anything else, to be frank. Get up there. But there's the box. That one doesn't have enough draw out, obviously, to warrant. Well, enough to warrant a what's the matter? Another box, but I had originally thought about putting another one on just so I could, yeah, maybe not have to bother coming back for a couple weeks, but I'm still on the fence on that, to be honest. Because this has got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 frames drawn out. Not a ton of bees up here, though, but I mean, that's just, I just smoked them down, so that's a bad indicator, so. Supposed to have some slightly crappy weather that'll make it harder to get back to them, to be frank. It's going to be a lot cooler the next 10 days. I'm tempted to just throw a bit of the box on here. There's some partially drawn frames in it, so they may actually come up and fill it. I mean, it's more area they got to defend. But there was a lot of bees in there. Alright, let me just think about it because I decided don't want to decide too quickly. Just throw this back on top. I can always pull this back off and figure that out. Alright, girls. Because then if I would throw into the box on, then I would have to come back for several weeks probably, realistically. Yeah. All right, GoPro, stop recording. So, second box. It's here. Yeah, so this was, see, that was the 8-framer, and this was the last year split. It came off the 8-frame. Wow, a lot more bees in this thing. Holy smokes. I mean, I didn't smoke them, but there's a lot more bees up here in this box. This was the bigger of the two, obviously. 8-frame. Oh shit. 8-frame versus 10. But yeah, there's a lot more bees up here. So this may be. Frankly, if I add one box, I'll add both. If I add a box to here, I'll add a box to there, just because I'm not coming back over here for one. And I haven't done anything here. Realistically, it probably doesn't need a box, but and I could save those supers for the house if I need them. Yeah, we're drawing that up here, backfilling on the frames that were in good shape. Stupid bridge comb there. Let's see if I can. Actually, I don't know. I mean, there's no real need to get in this box. I can see from the top what's happening, and it's above the clean excluder. So, drawing out some there. It was. I purposely put. Actually, let's see, that one's empty. Well, I've already got empty frames toward the middle. If I want to, I think I'll do is pull another undrawn frame to the middle, just to kind of force the issue. Not even a checkerboard. I got two undrawn frames side by side, but on either side of them is a drawn out frame. So, tell you what, I'll flip that, and that way I am more checkerboarding than. Yeah, they still goes together. I'm doing more harm than good if I do that. All right, let's just stick this back together. Get on down into the blue chamber. This is the wild part when you don't even, well, I mean not yet, have to smoke them because they're chill because the nectar flow is fully on. That's why I want to get a tape. I hate bending it over that far. Great Mary ain't what she used to be. Shit, I forgot to put that trap back in there. No. Do that. But I won't. Good thing is I didn't see much in the way of small hive beetles in there. Starting to see some more at the house. Girls, do I have to smoke you? No. Actually, give a little bit just so I don't create a problem. Just a little. Nothing direct. We'll give you a little flyby smoky smoke. Alright. Nothing else I need a table except my damn frame rest on, so I'll quit losing it. This one looks the same where the undrawn frames are not really drawn out yet. I'm always worried she's going to be on these last damn frames, which would be annoying. That's where I found the other one we did the split, so it's not impossible. This one feels reasonably heavy, so all nectar. Hey, yeah, I know you don't like me here. This is one that checkerboarded, and they've drawn out that one a ton. Well, surely that had some drawn out. Oh, there's some larvae. It's older larvae, but there's some larvae, unless they've just uncapped it, which would be weird. Also looks like growing larvae, but not on that side. I'm gonna see if this one has any of that black pollen. That was still weird. I've never seen that. Gonna have to googs and see where that comes from. This one's all resources. Well, see that bottom. It's white frames. There's some more of that black. Yeah, I don't see any. Some larvae, but not much. So let's take some more peeky peeks. Got one bee trying to thin all those emergency cells out the yin yang. Pretty sure I scraped all these out last time. Jerks. Start remaking them, please. Alright, come away. Like 4 little, I mean, they're just emergency cells, so it's probably fine. I just could be that they aren't happy with Mama, but I mean, they're chill for if they were queenless. They are ridiculously chill. Super light frame. I see some more brood, but looks like more larvae. It's like drone larvae. So, all right, couple more. Well, this is really the only last frame that has anything of consequence on it. So, look here. It's got a bunch of bridge comb, which is annoying. I mean, yeah, resources, not much here. Alright, so I gotta get another Xbox. That stupid next frame has nothing but bridge comb, but whatever. Alright. Just stuff this one right in the middle. Somewhat dangerous, but there's no, I mean, it's not that dangerous in that there's not ain't much brood up here anyway. So, let's see where the other one's at. Okay, so tons of bees here. Tons of bees there, tons of bees there, but they got the super. So yeah, it's not early enough for either of them. I get anxious and want to go faster than I should, so I'm just gonna have to not do that. Make sure I remember to put those traps back in. Alright, this one's faked, so make room for this clearly fat honey frame over here, and then hopefully start seeing some brood. Oh, some capped. That still could be old stuff. Yeah, it probably is, because it's capped and backfilled around it. Look at it. In the middle of that, it might be. No, it's old. Not smoky per se, but fans. Trying to kill me. Funny, I spilled some honey on the bottom, and there's a little retinue of bees around it eating it up. Resources. Pollen. This is one where I technically never saw a queen, so it's somewhat more worried than the other one, I guess. This is still a tiny brood that's they're backfilling, and of course the stupid emergency cell. That one looks older. No swarm cells, so that's good. She's trying to leave. It's just, I'm also worried that they're trying to replace her, but she's only a year old. She's from last year, but that still doesn't mean they want to. Productivity drops off, she'll drop off. This is all old cap. Well, it's not all old cap. There's larvae in there. Yep. I mean, I'm assuming it's not just backfilled or uncapped larvae, but yeah, I see larvae, I think. I got those. I don't know. Is that just... There's another stupid drone emergency cell. It's overkill, I know, but I have to scrape them all out, but alright, we'll go. Another frame or two. I saw some larvae, just not many. So I'm a little worried that she's not. She didn't have a ton of room to lay down here, so it may just be. Oh, there's definitely some larvae. So she's just. Their stupid things are backfilling. Look at that next frame is much emptier. They're backfilling so much with the honey on these frames that she just may not have a ton of room to lay. Oh yeah, there's more larvae. There's a couple more emergency cells, but at this point, yeah, larvae all this over this one. So I found the hot honey spot. Take a quick glance here, see if I can see her. Oh, I can see eggs. I'll be damned. All right, more emergency cells. Don't be on the bottom, queen. Yeah, that one's almost. Okay, say it's almost capped. It's just not charged. Same on all of those. But yeah, tons of larvae. Tons of, like I said, I can, oh, eggs, yeah. So she's working her mojo. There's a big dark red pollen. I wonder if that red, well, if some of that stuff in the other hive is just straight up black. Not even brown, straight up black. Let's scoot these over, get out of here, and be done. We have a productive queen who's ripping. Hopefully they ramp up the production even more. Well, the good thing, a ton of that cap stuff that's from the old hive will go soon, and then it's just, there's going to be another several thousand, probably 10,000 maybe even bees, depending on how many frames are full in this hive, which will really rip. So that should happen the next week. So I'll just have to come back next week because of that, and because I may end up having to add a super then, because I'll be so ready to go. It's heavy. I know, you don't like me. Right. Nope, trap. I forgot that other one. I'm not going back in to fix that. That's the only thing I have to go back in for. It's not worth the hassle. So I'll put it over here because there's more room. These frames are not tight enough. Just back on top. And we out. Turn those frames, but out. At this point, I'm less worried about swarming. Nectar flow is ripping. They got plenty of space. That's not the issue. So, and all these are famous last words, obviously, but they're going enough where I don't think swarming is going to be an issue. Anything, the issue is going to be making sure I have enough supers on over the next couple weeks. So I'll come back. Definitely may have to delay it. I mean, I'm probably going to have to delay it because looking at the forecast, it does not look good for. One beetle up here, you jerks. You're going to die. I need to put traps in the top and start doing that because I have a habit put them in brood chambers, but maybe more important since I run them up. Okay, get off me. Alright, girls, move out of the way. I need to look that up to see if it makes more sense to put them high regardless of what the box is. I think it does just because the bees tend to run them high. Alright, that's it. These are good. Storm's coming in, so we'll get out here. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.